Here are 10 tips that will give you superpowers inside Unreal Engine. So let's not waste any more time. If you just start out with Unreal Engine or want to move from blueprints to C++, the C++ header preview tool might help you out. For that, navigate to Tools and select C++ header preview tool. Here you can select a blueprint and then it will show you a representation of a possible C++ header to create this blueprint, making it a little bit easier to understand the relationship between C++ header files and blueprints. Another useful tool is the reference viewer. This can be opened by pressing right click on an asset and selecting reference viewer. Here you can see the relationship of this asset to other assets. On the left, you can find assets that are referencing this asset, and on the right, you can find assets that are getting used by this asset. This can help you with getting an overview of asset dependencies inside your project. Does your material editor look like this? Well, then you can use another handy tool to keep your graphs cleaner. If you want to reuse a value in multiple locations of your graph, you can search for add named reroute declaration node. This will create a new node that you can also name and basically saves the value that you pass into the node. And then by typing the name of the reroute, you are able to create a getter node for this value, allowing you to access the value in multiple locations of your graph without the need of having thousands of connection lines. In blueprints, there are also some handy hacks. First, if you often forget to save your blueprints, you can automate this process. And go to the three dots next to the compile button, hover over Save on Compile and select On Success Only. Now, if you successfully compile a blueprint, it will automatically be saved. If you often have the constellation of a getter for a value and then a branching valid check afterwards, then you can combine those two things into a single node. Simply press right click on the get node and select Convert to Valid Get. With that, a new node will be created that gets a value, but also checks if it is valid. Navigating inside big blueprints can sometimes become tedious. However, blueprint bookmarks can help you out with this problem. To create a new bookmark, simply press Ctrl plus a number key, and then if you have moved to another location within your blueprint, you can simply press Shift plus the number and you will jump back to the location you have saved with the Control command. This also works for locations in your level viewport by creating viewport bookmarks. Same as before, simply press Ctrl plus a number to create the bookmark. However, now you only have to press the number to jump back to the location of your bookmark. And if we are already talking about the level viewport, if you hold down the L key and click inside your level, you will create a new point light in your scene. Also, the relationship between you and the content browser can be improved. Instead of only having a single content browser active, you can open multiple content browsers at once. For that, simply go to Window, Content Browser and select one of the other content browsers. Now, each of those content browsers can hold another location in your content hierarchy, making it easier to navigate inside your project. And if you often have to access certain folders of your project, you can also mark them as favorites. For this, simply press right click on the folder and select Add to Favorites. With that, you have access to this folder through the Favorites panel of your content browser. And now, one final tip. Subscribe to my channel since I'm posting a lot of cool stuff related to working inside Unreal Engine. I hope that those tips help you out on your journey with Unreal Engine, and with that, see you next time.